Top 10 classified documents leaked by the government. Something is intriguing about knowing a hidden piece of information that was not meant for everybody. It gives you the feeling of superiority because you have information that most people aren't aware of about certain things. In this video, we will sift 10 classified documents leaked by the government and explain why these documents exist in the first place. Let's get started, shall we? Number 10. Operation Paperclip. Even the best kept secret can be exposed at any time. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, holds one of the worst kept secrets. The Joint Intelligence Agency and CIA Office of Strategic Services ran the operation. Before the existence of the CIA in 1947, the United States government had a program to source the best Nazi geniuses and give them asylum. The program meant that the government ignored their crimes as long as they agreed to work for the United States government. Wernher von Braun, who created the infamous V-2 rockets for Germany, was a popular beneficiary of Operation Paperclip. He later built technologies that assisted the US government in winning the space race and sent men to the moon. Number 9. Project MK Ultra. In the 1950s, there was a fear of the Soviet Union using drugs to affect American soldiers, and citizens led the CIA to conduct their own experiments into mind control. Ultimately, American soldiers were given LSD and other drugs to brainwash them. And that is just one of the things the MK Ultra program did. The CIA also studied hypnosis, electroshock treatment, and potential new truth drugs. All these experiments were done without the knowledge or consent of the victims. After the Watergate scandal and subsequent President Nixon's resignation, the CIA director ordered all files on the MK Ultra to be destroyed. Even today, nobody knows the extent of what the CIA did under the MK Ultra program. When the files were leaked, there was a public outcry about some of the horrible things contained in the files. It is one of the most dreadful documents the media has access to about the infamous things done by the CIA and other government agencies. Number 8. Disclosure Project. The project is a non-profit organization formed in 1993 by Dr. Stephen Greer. He was a physician and UFO enthusiast. The project aimed to provide information about the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence to the public and government officials. The organization collected more than 800 witness testimonies from military and intelligence officials directly involved with UFO sightings and other extraterrestrial encounters. The project believed that most countries' governments suppressed information about UFOs' existence and that truth needed to be published. The organization received criticism from some people that believed their claims were false. However, the organization stays strong and continues releasing information to help us understand our role in the universe. Number 7. Pentagon Papers. The official titled report of the Office of the Secretary of Defense Vietnam Task Force is a department within the government with the history of the United States political and military involvement in Vietnam from 1945 to 1967. The report was first published on the front page of the New York Times in 1971. The document revealed that the American government had secretly enlarged the extent of its actions in the Vietnam War, with raids on the North and Marine Corps coastal areas, which the media did not report. Daniel Ellsberg released the document and was arrested for theft of government property, conspiracy, and espionage. The charges were later dropped after the Watergate scandal because the investigators discovered a staff member in Nixon's administration had ordered the White House plumbers to use unlawful means to discredit Ellsberg. The government declassified the document in June 2011 and released it publicly. Number 6. Afghan War Documents Leak. The Afghan War document is also called the Afghan War Diary. Its leaked exposed a collection of internal U.S. military logs of the Afghanistan War, released by WikiLeaks in 2010. The logs comprised more than 91,000 Afghan War documents between 2004 and 2009. Most of the documents contained in the war diary were classified as secret. It was considered one of the largest leaks in U.S. military history, revealing information about deaths of civilians, increased Taliban attacks, and many other things the government didn't want the public to know. Number 5. Full House. During World War II, the United States and Britain secretly created tiny little maps. It is best to describe them as cheat sheets that would help war prisoners escape from German camps. The maps were printed on thin paper and disguised as regular playing cards. It is incredibly smart when you think about it. The cards could be peeled apart to reveal a detailed map of a particular area that could help prisoners safely escape to anywhere else. Prisoners received the cards from covert operatives and helped many captives escape safely during the war. It is one of the biggest examples of bravery and resourcefulness during World War II, considering the punishment that awaits them if caught. Those who used such cards must have been desperate to escape their captivity, and those who carried the cards to those who used them must be applauded because they completed a risky job. Number 4. Project Seesaw. During the 1960s, a difficult period in the United States politically, socially, and economically, the government wanted to explore the possibility of using lightning as a weapon under a military program called Project Seesaw. Imagine the government having its own Thor, God of Thunder. We are sure the project was meant to use a more complicated method to trigger thunderstorms that create lightning strikes that could be used to attack enemy targets. It sounded absurd, and the project was later discarded because of technical and logistical setbacks. It is near impossible to predict lightning strikes or control them to attack certain targets. In addition, the potential environmental impact would be highly unpredictable. Although the project failed, it is one of the biggest examples of how the mind of humans can think of crazy things for the sake of power and dominance. Weaponized lightning is a crazy idea, but there is more to come in the video. Number 3. Military dolphins. We have already established that people are ready to go the extra mile for warfare, and the Iranian government is one of those leaders that can do anything to define their country. In the 1990s, the Iranian government reportedly trained dolphins for military motives. The dolphins were used for several tasks, including observing underwater mines, locating enemy divers, and identifying underwater obstacles. The Pentagon leaked the report, but the program's current status remains unknown. There have been several reports of many countries using animals for military operations. Animals such as sea lions and crocodiles have been used to defend harbors in many parts of the world. It is crazy when you think about the training the dolphins undergo, even though they are one of the smarter creatures on Earth. We wish people could treat animals better and keep their obsessions to themselves. Number 2. Big Brother always watching. Since the September 11, 2001 terrorist attack on the World Trade Center in New York, the U.S. government has increased surveillance to prevent a potential terrorist attack on its soil. The surveillance is so comprehensive that even allies such as Germany, France, and Spain are not excluded from it. In 2013, Edward Snowden revealed that the government was spying on almost all their allies and even themselves. That is entertaining. The NSA had tapped into over 35 phones used by world leaders, not just regular people, which is slightly invasive. One such leader was German Chancellor Angela Merkel. She called the NSA out after German intelligence found out. She declared their actions an act of snooping, which was unacceptable between friends. This is a hard statement that hits the heart. And when you hear about such a leak, you may think, hey, I'm not a world leader, so what is the big deal here, and what is my business? Further information about the leaked document revealed that the NSA monitored over 60 million phone calls in Spain from average persons in 1 month. However, it was done randomly, so, world leader or not, you are not out of the radar of the NSA. Since the revelations came to light, the program's existence remains unlikely, but you never know, right? Number 1. Nimitz UFO. In 2004, a group of U.S. Navy pilots encountered an unidentified object. Commander David Fravor led the team. The groups found the UFO while conducting a training drill in the sky off the coast of California. The object apparently showed advanced capabilities that were unlike any known aircraft ever seen. In 2017, the Pentagon declassified videos of the encounter between the pilots and the UFO and confirmed that it was part of a more extensive program called the Aerospace Threat Identification Program. The event generated much debate about the possibility of extraterrestrial life in our universe. So, we have come to the end of the video. There are many documents the government still needs to learn about. Therefore, we can expect more leaks in the future. If we missed any documents in this video, let us know in the comment section. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to receive regular updates from the channel. Thanks for watching.